A girl wakes up with a headache. She notices that both of her wrists are bandaged. Medicine is all over the floor. She goes to the window and realizes that she's in an unfamiliar place. She turns off the TV in front of her. She tries to see if anybody else is in the house with her. She walks downstairs and immediately gets some water to drink. She wanders around the house and sees a photo of a girl. She gets a flashback with the girl in the picture. She goes outside. Nobody is around, but she notices people inside houses, looking at her and filming her with their phones through their windows. She notices someone takes a picture of her and runs. A car stops nearby and a man wearing a mask gets out of the vehicle, gets a gun and chases her. She runs to save her life and suddenly, people leave their houses to film her as she runs. She approaches a girl in a gas station and asks for help. The man with a gun shoots, so she runs and hides with the strangers. It baffles her that people are just watching and filming them. They plan to get out through the back door, but it's digitally locked. The girl in the gas station tells Damien to grab the gun from the man once he gets in, as she tries to break the back door using a fire extinguisher. The masked man is able to break the glass window and enters the store. Damien tries to stop him by grabbing his legs. They were able to break the door and run and hide. Damien is left behind and gets shot. As she looks at the shooter, she gets another flashback. They try to run again, but they see a car with two masked killers. She asks who they are and why they look like that. The other girl tells her they like scaring people and calls them hunters. They run through a fence nearby. They get into one of the houses to hide. The confused girl shares that she woke up in an unfamiliar house with no recollection of anything and she doesn't even know who she is. She gives her the photo of a girl that she found from that house and tells her that she might be her daughter. The girl from the gas station then explains that there was some sort of a signal that appeared on anything with a screen. She added that the signal did something to people, that it had such an effect on individuals that almost everyone became bystanders. She then tells her that they need to go south and break the transmitter that connects to everyone. When she mentions White Bear, another flashback happens. This time, the picture is nearly clear. The confused girl gets overwhelmed and confronts the onlookers outside, but they just continue filming her and laughing at her. She throws something at them, prompting them to run and leaving a phone behind. The girl from the gas station warns her not to look at the screen because it's dangerous, but she still looks at the phone, causing her a series of flashbacks. A young girl, a lady who looks like her, and a man wearing a hat. She also hears a voice saying Jemima. The hunters have found them. As they are running, a van stops in front of them. She hesitates but eventually goes in. The confused girl tells the driver he looks familiar. The driver asks where they first met, but she can't answer. The girl from the gas station tells the driver to go south because there's a transmitter there. He refuses and says he knows a safe place for them. He asks each of them questions about themselves while they are in the woods. They also ask him about his weakness and he tells them he will get it and comes back with a shotgun, pointing it at them. He orders them to walk through the woods and do everything he says. They stop in the middle of the woods with dead people hanging in the middle of the woods. He tells them to get down there, but after a few steps, he tells them to stop and kneel. Bystanders start to come out and film. When he receives a call, the girl from the gas station runs. He shoots at her but misses. The man leads the other girl to a log, gets a drill and holds it on her back, but he stops when he hears a gun click. The girl comes back with a shotgun pointing at him and shoots him. Onlookers gather around the man's body, holding their phones and filming. While on their way to White Bear, they talk about what they will do once they get there. They plan to burn it. Someone takes their picture on the way, triggering some flashbacks. The confused girl tells the other girl to turn around as she remembers something wrong about White Bear, but the other girl doesn't trust her memories. They enter the area and reach the room where the transmitter system is. She turns off everything she believes is connected to the transmitter, while the confused girl looks around and sees the recurring symbols scattered all over the place. She starts to pour gasoline into the whole room. The hunters enter the room. She gets stabbed. The other girl grabs the gun from the hunter and shoots him, but it just shoots confetti. The stage behind her opens and she sees a cheering audience. They force her to sit on a chair on stage and tie her there. The hunters, Damien, and the gas station girl all bow in front of the cheering audience. The man from the woods, Baxter, appears and shows her who she is and why she is there. Her name is Victoria Skillane. They kidnapped a kid named Jemima with her fiancé, Ian Rannick. His fiancé murdered the kid by burning her body while she was filming. The couple were caught after footage of Jemima's torture and murder was found in a phone in her possession. His fiancé was identified through his distinctive tattoo and was able to evade justice by hanging himself in his cell. She is placed in a glass cage at the back of a car for public view. Baxter encourages the audience to take photos and scream at her. As she is being brought back to the house where she woke up, people shout "murderer" and throw stuff at her. Baxter and the crew set up the house just as she found it, with the spilled medication and the water glass. He places a device on Victoria's head to erase her memories. The next day, the guests are briefed on what they can and cannot do. The little girl had a white bear that became a symbol of justice in this case and became the name given to the Justice Park, where Victoria is held and repeatedly tortured as entertainment for the masses, as well as justice. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a new release. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.